Hello students, I am your biology lecturer. In the previous class we discussed about, we already completed DNA replication, okay, and I gave the introduction about RNA and its types, okay. Today we will discuss about transcription. Before going to start that, I will explain a few topics which are related with the transcription. Protein synthesis. Protein synthesis is a process of formation of protein by the RNA. Protein synthesis is the process of formation of protein by the RNA. Here I will write process of synthesis of protein by DNA is known as protein synthesis. Okay. The protein synthesis occurs in the two steps, that is the transcription and translation. Transcription and translation. Many times I explained these two steps. Okay. Transcription, in the sense, it is the first step of the protein synthesis which forms the RNA by DNA. Okay. Translation is the second step which forms the protein by the RNA. Totally, we are focusing on the central dogma of molecular biology. Central dogma of molecular biology. Here you can see DNA which is present inside the nucleus. The process of synthesis of DNA by DNA is known as a DNA replication. The process of synthesis of DNA by DNA, that is a DNA replication. Next, the process of synthesis of RNA from DNA is known as transcription. Okay. Then the process of synthesis of protein by RNA is known as translation. Here I will explain it. The process of synthesis of DNA by DNA. DNA ಇಂದ DNA formation ಆಗುವುದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? DNA replication. Already we completed the DNA replication. Okay. Then the process of synthesis of RNA by DNA. DNA ಇಂದ RNA synthesis ಆಗುವುದು ಅದನ್ನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? Transcription. Okay. Then the process of synthesis of protein by RNA is known as translation. This is known as the central dogma of molecular biology. Okay. Here we are focusing on the transcription. The RNAs are three types: mRNA, rRNA and tRNA. These three RNAs are very necessary for the formation of protein. Why the central dogma of molecular biology? Means, in order to express the information which is present inside the genetic material. Okay. I will explain it. Consider this is a DNA. Inside that DNA, this is a chromosome. Inside that chromosome, we already know that the DNA is present. This is a long arm, this one is a short form, this one is a centromere or the kinetochore. Here I am taking out a double stranded DNA. You know that the DNA is usually in the helical form. Okay, I am making it straight because I want to show something. Okay, this is a small stretch of the DNA which consists of nucleotide sequences. It's like this. This is a linear DNA or straight DNA. I make it straight. This is the DNA. It consists of DNA segments. Okay. A small segment of DNA, it's known as a gene. A small segment of DNA is known as a gene. Every gene have the one transcriptional unit. Gene, I will write here, gene is a small segment or unit of DNA. ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ ಇಂದ DNA ನ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ DNA ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಜೀನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. A small segment or the unit of DNA is known as a gene. Okay, gene having small stretch of nucleotides base pairs, nucleotide base pairs, which carries information it express in the phenotype by protein only. ಏನಾದರೂ ಆ ಜೀನ್ ಒಳಗಿರೋ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೈ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್, ಬೈ ದ ಫಿನೋಟೈಪ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಅಪಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೈ ದ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮಸ್ DNA is present. If you consider the gene is the smallest segment or the smallest unit of DNA which carries all the information which is necessary. Okay, that information having the nucleotide base pairs which carries the information, it expressed in the phenotype by the protein only. Okay, ultimate goal for the protein synthesis is the phenotypic expression of genetic information. Phenotypic expression of DNA is by the protein synthesis. Okay, now we can move to the transcription one. First step of protein synthesis, that is the transcription. Here I will write definition of transcription. It is a process of formation of RNA by DNA. This is the first step of the protein synthesis. The process of formation of RNA by the DNA is known as a transcription. Okay, this is very simple mechanism of expression of RNA in the form of expression of DNA in the form of RNA. Okay, a single stranded RNA synthesized by double-stranded DNA. A single-stranded RNA can synthesized by the double-stranded DNA. Means only one strand of the DNA act as a template for the synthesis of RNA. You know that double-stranded DNA is there for the transcription. Only single-stranded DNA can act as a template. You know that there is a difference between base pairings in DNA, in case of DNA, in case of RNA. In case of DNA, A is always paired with a T, G is always paired with a C. But in case of RNA, the thymine is not present. Thymine absent, uracil is present. Means A is going to pair with U, G is going to pair with C. Here, in case of RNA, thymine is completely absent. Instead of thymine, uracil is present. That's why during the formation of RNA, where there is a presence of A, there is a addition of uracil. Complementary to the A, uracil is going to be added. Okay. Next, you know that DNA is double stranded. Okay. In the double stranded DNA, only single stranded, here I will write horizontally, then you can see that. In the double stranded DNA, only one strand forms the RNA. Means only one strand act as a template, another strand doesn't involved in the transcription. The question arises here, why both the strands are not going to be template, or not going to produce RNA, or not going to synthesize RNA? Because these two strands are DNA, two strands are complementary to each other. If I will take one segment which I call gene, ನಾನು DNA ಒಳಗಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ A T G C C T A G. Here complementary T A C G G A T C. Okay, this is called as a gene. Okay, then if consider this is having the polarity 3' to 5', 5' to 3'. This DNA acts as a template for the synthesis of RNA. Okay, this is not involved in the formation of RNA. Okay, the DNA is always formed in the direction of RNA is always in the direction of 5' to 3' direction. Okay, here the DNA which having 5' to 3' direction, it's like this. This is the RNA. RNA is formed in the direction of 5' to 3'. Okay, here both the strands are complementary to each other. In case of DNA, only one strand of RNA is synthesized, only one strand of DNA acts as a template. Why not other strand of DNA act as a template to synthesize the protein because these two strands are not exactly same. These two strands are just complementary. ಈ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂದ ಏನು ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇದು ಈ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡದ್ದು ನಾನು ಏನನ್ನು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ರಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್, ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ DNA. ಓಕೆ, DNA ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನು ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸು A T G C C T A G. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ RNA ಇದೇನೈತಲ್ಲ ಈ RNA ಅದಕ್ಕೇನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಎ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಟಿ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಎ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಜಿ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಜಿ ಎ ಯು ಸಿ. means the DNA which is synthesized by the first strand of RNA is synthesized by the first strand of DNA. It's like this, UAC GGA UC. But if a second strand of DNA act as a template, ಅದೇನೈತಿ T A C G G A T C. Okay, next, RNA which is synthesized by the second strand of DNA, it's like this, A U G C C U A G. Exactly different. U A C G G A U C, A U G C C U A G. There is a major difference between two strands of DNA. This is the first RNA, this is the second RNA. That's why during the formation of RNA, only one strand of DNA is going to be template and another strand is going to be keep quiet. Means there is no involvement of the second strand of the DNA during the transcription. Here again I will draw. Here we are taking this DNA, I am making it straight. Okay, here five prime to 3 prime, then 3 prime to 5 prime. Okay, in this DNA, okay, in case of prokaryotes, in one stretch of DNA does it have many genes, but in case of eukaryotes it is a monocystic, only one functional gene is present in one stretch of DNA. And eukaryotes, prokaryotes are polycystonic, eukaryotes are monocystonic. Polycystonic in the sense it have the structural genes transcriptional unit. Monocystonic means it having the DNA, functional DNA, many functional DNA. Poly means many functional DNA is present in prokaryotes, only one functional DNA is present in the eukaryotes. Okay, here there are so many genes are present. Every gene have the transcriptional unit. Every gene have the transcriptional unit. Okay, then here we taking the DNA, for example, 5 prime to 3 prime direction, 3 prime to 5 prime direction. Always 3 prime to 5 prime direction DNA act as a template for the synthesis of RNA. This is the template. Template ಅಂದರೆ ಆ DNA ನೋಡಿ RNA ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಆಗೋದು. ಮಿರರಿಂಗ್, ಕಾಪಿಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗೋದು, ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ಟೆಂಪ್ಲೇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, always 3 prime to 5 prime direction DNA strand acts as template for transcription. Okay, then another strand which have 5 prime to 3 prime direction, it is known as a coding strand. It is very strange. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟು, ಬಹಳ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ the DNA which have the 5 prime to 3 prime direction, that strand is act as a template, but ಅದರ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋದು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ 3 prime to 5 prime direction strand, it's having doesn't code for any RNA. ಈ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋದು that is the 5 prime to 3 prime direction ಈಗ ಏನೈತಲ್ಲ, it doesn't code for any RNA even though it is known as a coding. ಟೆಂಪ್ಲೇಟು ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಅದು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡನ್ನು ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಟೆಂಪ್ಲೇಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ RNA, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋನ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಟೆಂಪ್ಲೇಟ್. ಅಥವಾ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ನಾನ್ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್. ನಾನ್ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೂ ಒಂದೇ, ಟೆಂಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಅಂದರೂ ಒಂದೇ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ನಾನ್ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್. Okay, then the strand which having the 5 prime to 3 prime, it is coding strand. Non-coding, then coding. Then every transcriptional unit have the 3 important things. Every transcriptional unit have the 3 regions. Those regions are promoter, second one structural gene, third one terminator. I already told that gene is a small segment or unit of the DNA. It have the 5 to 6 base pairs. ಒಂದು ಜೀನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಅದರೊಳಗಡೆ 6 to 5 ಬೇಸ್ ಪೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಜೀನು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ಲಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಇಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಮತ್ತು ಆ ಕಡೆ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಸೇರಿಸಿ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹಿಯರ್ ಇದನ್ನ ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್ಲೇ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಜೀನ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿಚ್ ಐ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್ 1, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋನ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಜೀನ್. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಸೈಡ್ regions or the sequences which are present in both the sides of functional gene, it's known as complete. The structure is known as a transcriptional unit. That unit consists of promoter, structural gene and terminator. Okay, I think all of you getting this one. Every gene have the transcriptional unit. That unit consists of promoter, structural gene and terminator. ಆ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ ಜೀನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಟರ್ಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಹಾಗೆ we are focusing on the one gene here. Consider this is a gene. Okay, in the right hand side of that gene, first we have to focus on the left hand side of this gene. It have a specific sequences. It have the specific sequences is known as a promoter. Promoter sequences. Okay, then in the right hand side of that gene, it have the sequences known as terminator sequences. In the middle of promoter and terminator, this is the structural gene. In the left hand side promoter, right hand side terminator, in the middle structural gene. This is the actual transcriptional unit. Okay, transcriptional unit, promoter, terminator and structural gene. Okay, the initial point of transcription, okay, ಎಲ್ಲಿ promoter ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, where there is a presence of promoter, that region is known as a upstream. Upstream end. Where there is a presence of terminator, it is known as a downstream. Downstream end and upstream end. Downstream, at the region of downstream there is a presence of promoter, at the region of downstream it is the terminator. Promoter is a small sequence of DNA which promote the synthesis of RNA. Okay, here the promoter means the initiation of transcription is depend on the presence of promoter. ಈಗ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 3' to 5', 5' to 3'. ಓಕೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ನಾನಿಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್ ಪೆನ್ನಿಂದ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಡು. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ RNA ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸು ಈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ RNA ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸು ಈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ RNA ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಓರಿಯೆಂಟೇಷನ್. ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಓರಿಯೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ RNA ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತದ ಅದೇ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಟರ್ಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ದೇರ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಜೀನ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್. In that transcriptional unit, promoter, structural gene and terminator, and upstream and downstream and everything we discussed in this class. In the next class, we can move to the actual process of synthesis of RNA, that is synthesis of rRNA, tRNA and mRNA we can discuss in the next class. This is very important where there is a presence of promoter. The direction of synthesis of RNA is depend on the orientation or the attachment of means presence of promoter on the DNA. Okay, this is very important thing, remember this one, this is very important for the NEET examination. Okay, we will continue in the next class.